But how did Taiwan, which has very little farmable land, become known as the Kingdom of Fruit? Taiwan's economy was originally an agrarian-based economy, and as such, Taiwanese are remarkably self-sufficient. Because of Taiwan's agrarian history, farmers in Taiwan are masters of the craft. They have the technology, the skills, and the experience necessary to produce large quantities of fruit. Not only are the farmers in Taiwan able to produce large quantities of fruit, but they're also able to produce incredibly sweet, incredibly juicy, and incredibly delicious fruit. Fruits grown in Taiwan are typically tropical. When many people hear about Taiwan, the first thing that might come to mind are things like TSMC, Acer, Asus, Giant, temples, Chinese culture, Japanese culture, safety, great transportation, amazing food, night markets, and that sort of thing. All of these things are true and accurate. Taiwan is indeed well known for these things. But did you know that Taiwan has such a wide variety and such an abundance of fruit that Taiwan is often referred to as the Kingdom of Fruit? Hey everybody, my name is Nathan and welcome to the channel. In fact, there is such an abundance of fruit here that you can buy it in a cup, on a stick, liquefied, in a box, wrapped in plastic, cut into pieces, from a farm, from a tree, or whole just as is. Taiwan not only produces many varieties of sweet, succulent, and delicious fruit all year round, but it also imports a fair amount of fruit from around the world, including my home country of South Africa. But how did Taiwan, which has very little farmable land, become known as the Kingdom of Fruit? Taiwan's economy was originally an agrarian-based economy, and as such, Taiwanese are remarkably self-sufficient. Because of Taiwan's agrarian history, farmers in Taiwan are masters of the craft. They have the technology, the skills, and the experience necessary to produce large quantities of fruit. Not only are the farmers in Taiwan able to produce large quantities of fruit, but they're also able to produce incredibly sweet, incredibly juicy, and incredibly delicious fruit. Fruits grown in Taiwan are typically tropical and include fruits such as lychees, tangerines, oranges, bananas, grapes, betel nut, pears, plums, peaches, starfruit, persimmons, guavas, papayas, mangoes, lemons, dates, pineapples, coconuts, apricots, loquats, wax apples, watermelons, pomelos, longan, dragon fruit, strawberries, tomatoes, grapefruits, avocados, and more. My personal favorites are the guavas, the pineapples, the mangoes, the pomelos, and the watermelons. However, if I was forced to choose just one fruit in Taiwan, I would have to go with the mangoes. The mangoes in Taiwan are seriously amazing. They're incredibly sweet, incredibly juicy. The consistency is really, really good. The colors are amazing, and when you bite into it, it's like there's a party in your mouth. Fantastic. And they are incredibly healthy as well. Another thing that I like about the fruit in Taiwan is that it is seasonal. This way, you seldom get sick of eating the same fruit over and over again. The locally grown mangoes, for example, are only available for a few months each year. And then, before you know it, they're gone, and the next fruit comes into season. It's absolutely fantastic. You can really never get bored of the fruit in Taiwan because you've constantly just got different fruits going out of season and other fruits coming into season. Something I find quite interesting is how they mix the flavors of certain fruits. For example, I have had watermelon that was spliced with mango. They somehow grow it with a mango flavor and texture. I'm actually not sure exactly how they achieve this, but the results are fabulous. They do a similar thing with pineapples and other fruits too. The climate and geography of Taiwan is another factor that makes it possible for Taiwan to produce such a wide range of fruits year-round. The soil is rich, there is plenty of rainfall, and the mountains offer different elevations at which to grow different crops. Taiwan also has a subtropical climate up north and a tropical climate further down south. This allows farmers to grow a wider variety of fruits. Fruit is something that you will see everywhere in Taiwan. In fact, even to this day, fruit is often offered as a dessert at many restaurants or homes. Go to a night market and I guarantee you'll find a few stalls either selling fresh fruit, sliced fruit in bags, fruit juice, fruit on skewers or fruit in a cup. I mean, that's just how ubiquitous fruit is here. You can literally buy it in a cup on the side of the street. In fact, you can even see mango trees growing in some of the cities. I remember a few years ago near my old apartment, there were a couple of mango trees, and every year when the mangoes came into season, you would see them hanging quite low, and sometimes they would just drop down, and sometimes you'd see people just grabbing them and picking them, and I mean, it's wild, really, to be honest with you. And I mean, this is like in the middle of the city. You've got these massive mango trees producing these really large, healthy-looking mangoes. In 2019, Taiwan exported a whopping $185 million worth of fruit. A lot of that fruit was exported to China, but much has changed since 2019. In 2021, fruit exports to China dropped significantly after China tried to ban Taiwan's pineapples and more recently, the wax apples. In retaliation for this unfair treatment, Taiwan began to diversify their fruit exports. Taiwan's fruit exports to other countries increased by 137% in 2021. I feel like it's totally okay to do business with China. However, it's never a good idea to rely too much on any one country for anything in particular. This is especially true for countries like China that often try to coerce and bully smaller countries such as Taiwan. It's always better to diversify your trading partners if possible. This way, they have less leverage over you. And on that positive note, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!